but in the short run, at least as a common market. And we are moving well on that. If we have that, and then we have the rest of Africa as a market, where we sell and buy from, there's nothing that will stop us. Others may work with us, they may not, but we shall survive and thrive. So Africa is the crucial area of operation. The rest is additional. Okay. Now about the multipolar, that's all right, because hegemony doesn't work. Hegemony is people trying to control the world. It's very dangerous for you to try that. That's how Austria-Hungary collapsed. Because Austria-Hungary was, first of all, Rome. You remember Rome, the Pope? The Pope was trying to control the whole world. That they were Christian, because they had become Christians, so he wanted to control all of them. So much so that when Henry VIII wanted to marry another woman, then the Pope made it his business to go and stop him. That's how problems started. England broke with the Rome, and the wars. The Spanish Armada, 1588, when they tried to invade England. A lot of unnecessary trouble, but if you try to dominate, it's better to work with people rather than trying to dominate. Then, after the Pope failed to dominate the Christian world, after so many wars, they caused a lot of wars. Then, when capitalism came, the French Revolution, 1789, there was a man called Metternich in Austria-Hungary. He was the chancellor who tried to exterminate capitalism, tried to invade France, and it ended up destroying the whole of the empire of Austria-Hungary. So multipolar is unstoppable. Can't stop it. You can't and you shouldn't even try. It's good. What they should aim at is win-win. Because I've been telling some people, why do you want, because like now, you're wonderful Africa. I don't know whether you have those computers which you go with, you don't work, you sleep. Me, I don't have any computer with me. Just keep them far away. Even the phones, I don't go with them. But for you, always with them. Stops you from thinking. But you can check. Your wonderful Africa, the GDP, I think now is like 3 trillion. The whole of Africa. Do you have your phone? You check now. The GDP of Africa. Me who doesn't go with phones, I have it in my head. I think it's about 3-point-something trillion.
3.1 trillion.
Imagine the whole of Africa. Of Gagabo Africa, you're now. Is 3.1 trillion. All the dancers in Pakachini, all the... Now you check the GDP of the United States. I think it's about 30 trillion. 30. Check the GDP of the United States.
31 trillion.
30.3. 30.6.
31 trillion.
About 31 trillion. So you imagine, people, United States is a quarter of Africa. Africa is 12 million square miles. United States is 3 million square miles. You can fit USA into Africa 4 times. It will fit there. We are 1.5 billion now. United States is 300 million. So, for them to have so much money when we are so much wealth. And what I've been telling these friends, of course, the problem is first of all us, you people, the influencers. Because the influencers, Bakatende, they're influencing people in the wrong direction. Instead of orienting them in the right direction of value addition, because the biggest problem of Africa is producing raw materials. Losing value, hemorrhage, narutuma ekigambo, erinya ekikulukuto. Ekikulukuto, you remember I used that when I was with the other Gen Z. You must stop the ekikulukuto. The hemorrhage, this is a sickness among women sometimes. Banyangore call it a cheruiso. This ekikulukuto of Africa must stop. Losing money, losing jobs. And it is that which creates this poverty. So I have been asking to answer your question of multipolar what? I've been asking my Western partners, you people, why do you want to trade with poor people? Why would you not see that it is in your advantage? Now Africa, if Africa was like, because if you take the GDP of US, which is 30 trillion, for 300 million people, that means that each person has got like $60,000 or what, per capita, would be what, for the US? Maybe about what?
$60,000?
Yes, about $50,000. Now, if Uganda, if Africans, 1.5 billion of them, if they were, not necessarily 50, even if they were like 30,000, what will be the GDP of Africa? 30,000 times 1.5 billion. Like 45 trillion?
50 trillion. 450 trillion. 1.5 billion times.
No.
It's 45 trillion, Your Excellency.
45 trillion. Yes. That should be at least if we were there. Would it not be, wouldn't America do better business with us if we had money in our pockets? They could sell us more planes, they could sell us more this, more that. So why would you want, if you are a clever, I can see that some of these Western thinkers are also not good planners. Because Africans are friendly to Europe. We speak English. I don't speak Chinese. I don't speak Russian. I speak English. I am a man of Shakespeare. So why don't you take advantage of me and you do business with me? But in order for you to do business with me, I should have money in my pocket. So if you come here and you want to take because now when they take unprocessed gold, which is 84% pure, they give like $60,000 per kilogram. When it is processed to 99.9%, like the one in Busia there, it goes for $120,000. So in a kilo, would be losing like $50,000 per kilo of gold if you sell it unprocessed, unprocessed. If you process it, you use more electricity, local. You create jobs, you get more money. And in that way, I can buy more from the US. That's what I'm telling them. You people, wake up. Don't want to maintain poverty in Africa. This 3 trillion is a shame. And you have got all these influencers. What are they influencing? Banana. Katend. Influencers banana. I want to Mbalagawa. Africa must have a GDP, because very soon, in the next 30 years, we shall be 2.5 trillion, 2.5 billion. We shall be a quarter of the human race, but disorganized. So that's why I want you to be organized. Natasha the bali benasinkana lwakitula Gen Z waliwo muzukulu wange
Sandra is here actually.
Sandra?
She's here. She has a testimony.
Oh, amatoke gaffe gatuusewa.
Kwati omuzinda alindako.
Happy New Year, Mr. President.
Happy New Year, Sandra.
How are you?
Very fine.
Thank you so much. Bana ikansoke nkwebaze Mr. President kanfukamire nako. Fukamire wano wondaba.
Abanyangule tebafukamira.
Tebafukamira.
Bafukamira Katonda yekka.
Anze kankufukamire ne yanziza nnyo amatooke gatuuka. Bampa bunches 5 nengatunda. Naye kakati capital tene era still nagana okuwera. Kati nengera mu company yange ya ushering agency gye nnina kuba nina abaana balingana be employinga. Kati mwe nayongera
wajja mu sente
nagajjamu 25 gyokka.
5 bunches.
Yes.
Ngenda kukongereyo some more bunches.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you so much.
Osibukawa?
Nsibuka Matugga Katalemwa.
Wano ewaffe?
Awo wennyini, Bombo Road.
Wetwalwanirawo?
Awo wennyini. Yes, Mr.
Wali tolabanga ku matooke. Tewere matooke eyo?
Tetulinayo, gonna twagatema.
Kyafuuka kibuga kati?
Kati tewakyali, Nindagago opposite. Tewakyali matooke, ngenda kulinda gago.
Very good. Sandra n'okumwongera bunches nga 10 ndowooza mwe nga 10. Zigenda kwengera.
Nazo tujja oba tugenda kuteesa Mr. President ekyokukola ekituufu.
Kale Sandra. Now, the reason how I linked up with Sandra, she was Como Sandra. Sandra was pleading for imports. Until to say, no take a come solo ko Mvirzavafu, Esipaweru, into 100 same Virzamafunzing Rabuere. Nimga went in Eda Muzukuru. Mvirzavafu is no queries of Musoro. The Mijaweru, Bombomagara, Mvirzawa, Mukose, one of Chawaro, Bafuan, Mbajokwe. Obom because save yai. Mule chocolate and Virzava for the Abuero. Kawaka. kati zino za Kaluzosa Karfuwa za Karfuwa eziva zirina okuweereza emisolo kati kwe kumugamba muzukulu nemugamba nti bw'oba tayagala kuweereza omusolo genda ntungamu ewaffe ogule amatooke ogaleete Kampala awo tekuli musolo gwonna internal distribution because they talk about taxes. Yes, we are taxing, but taxing imports, not only imports but luxury ones. We don't even tax medicine, we don't even tax machinery, we tax luxury items. So that's how I linked up with Narijagala Ingiremu business, internal distribution. Amatoke, okugaja ntunga monagarete no, ebikaru, oriche waite ebikaru. Ebikaru kubigula kibugeyo no birete no mbende produce. So you see you got some money from the bananas. Very good.
Your Excellency, to add on what you mentioned when Kasuku asked the question about digital, your government has done a lot. For instance, Mr. Kasuku was talking about digital employing the youth. Under business processing operations, BPOs, today 25,000 youth in Uganda are engaged in BPOs, working for companies outside Uganda while they are here in Uganda. And one of the enablers to that, and we are targeting 150,000 in the next Kisanja for 25,000. What has also enabled that is the cost of internet has gone down from $70 per unit in 2018 to now 35. We are now reducing the cost of internet, and also the speed of internet has significantly improved from second generation, which is 2G. Now we are at 5G. So that's why we are able to do this TikToking at a faster speed as if it was in Europe. Lastly, Your Excellency, waliwo abuuziza wano ku kyaba Gen Z ekisooka, sorry, ghetto youth. Ekisooka, Your Excellency, ng'oyita mu office yo ya State House Controller, wateekawo saako ez'aba youth buli division mu Kampala wasooka na milioni 10 kati oyongeddemu biliyoni emu bagenda kuzifuna mu biseera kyali byawala buli division. Kati kyetuyitako ba youth bano, training them into skills, babeko kyebakola kyebasobola okwekolera naye nga balina kasente basobola okujja saako bajjeyo mu banka yaabwe beewole ku magoba ga wansi ennyo basobole okukola business. Ate Your Excellency, also office yo eri mu kuzimba workshop Mulago wane Kawempe, erimu common user facilities ng'abakola engatto, abakola bags, ensawo, oli aleeta buleesi leather material n'agenda wali byuma byonna bwebiri babiguze mu ebiri, control yamaze okubigula mu ebiri mu workshop eyo ebisobola okukozesebwa. Abaagala okukola ebitabo tulina section y'ebitabo, tulina ey'engatto, tulina ey'ensawo, tulina abakola amasweta knitting, ebyuma ebikola goleeta wuuzi ne bakutungira wali n'ofuluma n'ensweta zo basobola okukola esweta nga 10 buli lunaku nga ez'enjawulo kala ez'enjawulo okusinziira ky'oyagala n'ebirala. Pulezidenti yatunuulira omuntu wa bulijjo, yatuma wano ttiimu yaffe n'agamba waliwo abantu bano abendaba abatunda amenvu ku nguudo mu bibbo. Pulezidenti n'atutumayo ne tubasinkana n'abolezayo ka kapito $10,000 buli omu, n'atuma waliwo abatoni, mumanya abatoninyira toninyira mukange abatunda emmere eyidde ekiro bantu nga 1,000 mu Kampala. Pulezidenti bonna yabatuukamu n'abaweerezaayo kapito $10,000 buli omu, $10,000 buli omu, ab'ebigaali $10,000 buli omu. Kati office ya control era etuuse mu ba boda ebateereddewo looni ey'essente za wansi mu saako zaabwe. Kati ne boda ne ku PDM yennyini kituufu PDM erina okwakuliza bwe tugenda okujjamu for urban areas twabanze okubitegeera tugenda kubujjamu bo basobole okukola ebyenjawulo ebitali bya agriculture. Ate sente mu Kampala abakafuna mpira mbali mitwalo ng'esatu amaka mitwalo esatu ne Wakiso mitwalo etaano naye zino wa Kampala ne Wakiso kati mu kisanja ekijja kubanga tugenda kuwangula sente tugenda kuzongeza zive ku milioni 10 buli mwezi ofusoli buli mwaka zibire milioni 3 buli mwaka naye ate kwezi ebisatu 30% z'abavuuka kiba kitegeeza milioni 9 zijja kubeera z'abavuuka ate abavuuka bazifuna batya ku kakiiko ka saako y'omuluka kyapasoli wa Youth Council w'omuluka ogwo abeera memba kitegeeza bakyapasoli bafe ababavuuka balina okulwanira ensonga z'abavuuka balabe mbu bwe tubeera abagenda gaba ssente ezo abavuuka bawera enamba yaabwe 30% zigenda ku bavuuka. Webale nnyo Excellency.